Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, what it do, how we live in the first round of the NBA playoffs is nearly complete. 7 of the 8 series have ended, with Game 7 between the Orlando Magic and Cleveland Cavaliers taking place today. We actually had one game of the second round last night, Nuggets and Timberwolves. So in the opening round, here are some of the most disappointing players in that first round, all playing for teams that have been eliminated. Of course, a lot of players were kind of disappointing because they were injured. Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler, Zion Williamson, and more. But this is for players who were disappointing from their play on the court. 5 players listed in alphabetical order by last name. Let's start with Paul George. Now, Paul George was fairly productive in the 2 games that the Clippers won in the opening round. The 34-year-old totaled 55 points in the 2 wins on 19 of 39 shooting, including 11 of 22 from three-point range. It was in the four losses where George was just far too inefficient. In those outings, the 9-time All-Star shot just 20 of 56 for 35.8% from the field, and 7 of 27, 25.9% from beyond the arc. Rui Hachimura of the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, it was expected that Anthony Davis and LeBron James would do their typical damage in the Lakers opening series against the Denver Nuggets. If Los Angeles had any chance to topple the defending champs, though, they would need the role players to step up. Rui Hachimura was unable to do so. His scoring average dipped by nearly 6 points in the playoffs compared to the regular season, from 13.6 to 7.8. Hachimura didn't look aggressive on the offensive end until Game 5. In the 5-game series, he connected on just 41.7% of his shots inside of the arc. Tobias Harris, Philadelphia 76ers. Tobias Harris really has become the poster boy in recent seasons when talking about overpaid NBA players. The 31-year-old was in the last season of a 5-year, $180 million deal. The majority of 76ers fans are now ecstatic that his contract is finally off the books. Only in one of Philadelphia's 6 playoff games did Harris score more than 10 points. The lackluster series ended with a goose egg in the points column for Harris, who just attempted 2 shots in Game 6. Next, we have Brandon Ingram of the New Orleans Pelicans, with Zion Williamson out due to injury for the Pelicans' opening round matchup against the Oklahoma City Thunder. It was assumed that Brandon Ingram would have to show up in a big way for New Orleans to have a shot. He didn't, and the Pelicans got swept. Guarded for much of the series by Lou Dort, Ingram made little impact in the Pelicans' 4 losses. After averaging 20.8 points on 49.2% shooting in the regular season, those numbers dipped to 14.3 points on 34.5% from the field in the postseason. And let's end this with Russell Westbrook, Los Angeles Clippers. So 2 Clippers make the list. Nobody is expecting a vintage MVP like Russell Westbrook anymore. However, the 35-year-old still is a valuable member of the Clippers this season off the bench. He looked energized in the 10 games he played at the end of the regular season, returning from a fractured hand. During the opening round of the playoffs, Westbrook had a hard time finding the bottom of the net, especially after Game 1. In the opening game of the series, the 2016-17 MVP went 5 for 8 from the field. In games 2 through 6, Westbrook made just 8 of his 42 field goal attempts, totaling just 25 points. So there you have it. Those are 5 of the more disappointing players from the first round of the playoffs. Let me know who you think was the most disappointing. Who else disappointed that I may not have included, even if they were on a team that was able to advance to the second round. And let's see if someone from the Cavs Magic series finds their way on the list after Game 7. I would say no one really after the first 6 games. Evan Mobley struggled in Game 6, but he hasn't had a bad series. Darius Garland stepped up of late. Anyhow, second round did start yesterday with the Nuggets and Timberwolves. Timberwolves took game 1. Maybe we'll do this again after the conference semifinals are over. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.